You are watching the Royal Coils vlog. Hey y'all, happy February. We made it. Thank you to those who have read and commented on the vlog or on the blog. Last month we had Nija Sotin and Learn from Your Mistakes. Moving into this month, I just wanted to first of all, let's just give it a little pause. I just wanted to give a little bit of space to actually get to know me. Hi, my name is Tolu Ekishola. I am an actor by trade, and what had happened was at some point I realized the racist history that is the American theater. I thought to myself, yeah, that doesn't, I don't, there's no room in here for me. And I don't think I want to be here. And I made the decision to pursue something that I was more passionate about, which was civil rights and activism and community organizing. I'm rooted in community. It's something that I feel very passionate about, and it's a huge part of my value system. Specifically, I feel disappointed in myself when I don't show up as a good community member, because that's like the number one thing that is important to me. So my community, my home, my heart, the people who raised me, the people who brought me up, the way I see the world is through a Nigerian American lens. And so in my first blog, I talk a little bit about being Nija Sotin. We roll deep here in Minnesota, us Nigerians, and we got together for everything. This was back in the day when you didn't need an occasion to get together. You just got together because the sun was shining. You got together because there was a birthday. You got together because there was a graduation. You got together because there was a funeral. You got together because you just got together, okay? I can't tell you how many times. At some point, I just stopped wanting to attend Nigerian party events because at some point I was just like, I'm tired, Grandpa. It was a lot. So I grew up in I felt very loved and supported by my culture, my community. And then there was another community that I was part of in school, in extracurriculars, in professional settings, and that was the white American culture, specifically in Minnesota. And I think as we've all learned in the last few months, Minnesota is its own thing. Minnesota, we got our own little steez, and that right there is it. We're polite, but we'll beat the fuck out you. Yeah, we're nice, but we'll beat the. I love Minnesota. I love Minnesotans, and I feel empowered to speak on how we as Minnesotans of all shapes, sizes, looks, colors, etc., backgrounds, etc., can be more united, can stand in solidarity, because I truly do see the heart of Minnesotans, and I see that even if they are sometimes well-meaning and wrong, a lot of the times they really are coming from a genuine place. Now, the crazy thing is, they're still racist. That's the hard part I came out with a thing the other day where I just said that, we got to start hurting white people's feelings more. The first part of experiencing what I would call violence, which is violence is a necessary part of revolution, becoming tempered to violence. As a white person, Black people are very versed in experiencing violence. As a white person, the first act of tempering yourself towards violence, which is a necessary component of revolution, is recognizing that you are racist internally. Structurally, the air you breathe, the ground you walk on, the rain that pours on your forehead is racism, is structural, systemic, but also systematic. And it's in every little thing. So when I created the Wake Up channel, I'm going on a whole tangent here that I'm not sure I'll even include in this, but when I made the Wake Up channel, it was an endeavor to have some of these more challenging conversations. And so as I'm building towards creating this television network that I hope is a beacon of light and a source of strength and solidarity in revolutionary times as they continue to grow and develop, because I do see a world in which Black people and people of color, Indigenous people are sovereign, and bridges are built to give us access. I mean, I'm just gonna be real, give us access to peace and prosperity in the way that we just don't universally, don't systemically have access to at this point. At that point, I would have done something like this, where I would have practiced those skills to do that consistently. Okay. So what do I do? I'm not going to go into that. I don't know. I don't know what I do, because you know what? I went to college, and I'm at the point in my adulthood where I'm realizing the stuff I went to college for is not what I want to do. Although I still love it, and I will still continue to do it, you know, as long as I have the honor to be invited into rooms. What I'm more passionate about, what I'm more interested in, is community organizing. And so a lot of the work I do is through mixed blood theater. When I think again about the history of racism in the theater and in entertainment as a whole, it started off with vaudeville. I don't know if y'all remember this, but if you were in my musical theater history class, you may remember I brought up the fact that, like, why are we talking about vaudeville like it was a Black invention? Why are we talking about minstrelsy? Why are we talking about minstrelsy like it's a Black art form? Like, the point I'm making is that mixed blood has a strongly rooted history. In fact, its entire purpose was multiculturalism and creating access to the arts for diverse groups, and specifically for that, like creating more places for people of color to create art and make a wage. It's become this legacy place, so I'm really proud to be there. And then through my nonprofit CARE, right now the most exciting thing that's happening is our clothing drive documentary. So some of you know that I collected some clothing, like lots of winter clothing in March. And so I've just been tracking through video some of those outreach and connections with the community, and some of them are really powerful. So I'm excited to share more about that. It's going to be a 3-year-long project. I didn't make that clear in the beginning, and that was my bad. But it's going to be a 3-year-long project. I always knew it was going to take long, because you have to work at the speed of trust in community. You cannot just like come in and be like, hey, first of all, I don't know anything. Okay, I'm a girl from the suburbs, so I don't know nothing. Nothing. I am a very privileged Black woman of African descent. I am. Period. And I'm not mad about it. Shoot, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm proud of my parents, and I feel blessed to be the child of who I am. The passion is there, but the knowledge is not necessarily. So I knew I would have to come in with just like a very open mind. I came in with an idea of what I thought would be needed in the moment. And that has since really shifted and changed, and I knew it would. And so I'm just kind of tracking that journey. Second thing that's exciting with CARE is that we're bringing Yoruba language classes. We have an educator from the University of Florida, Dr. Odutola, who teaches Yoruba language down there. He is like our like technical like language expert. We're like, oh, hold on, okay, we're we're a very budding program. We ain't got no money yet. Like, we're just we have 3 months of programming maybe to support. We're not going to learn the whole entire Yoruba language in 3 months, but what we can do is teach people really functional Yoruba, create connections. I think the hardest part about speaking Yoruba and practicing Yoruba is that, like, you feel embarrassed. Like, I don't feel comfortable speaking Yoruba once in a while. Now I do. Now that I'm doing it more, I feel more comfortable speaking Yoruba with my parents. But there's a long time, and I think a lot of us can relate that once you try to speak Yoruba to an adult, all of a sudden they're like, like they kind of laugh at you and they make you feel embarrassed, and it can be kind of it feels. I get feelings of shame and embarrassment when I try to speak to some people Yoruba, because there's just like this judgment around it. So we're creating this judgment-free zone where you're going to be partnered up with somebody who's going to be your accountability partner. You can call them up, you can speak to in Yoruba, you can practice what you're learning. There'll be, larger groups to get together and practice speaking Yoruba together. I just think it'll be really fun, and I'm hoping that we can all walk away feeling more empowered to speak Yoruba. And then this blog, which has turned into a whole production, which that's kind of the point. I needed a kick in the right direction. I'm like, I just need a low threshold to start getting into production mode, because I know this is what I want to do, but I'm just not sure if I have the confidence to do it. So I'm sort of building my confidence as we go through by writing this blog and producing these vlogs. I'm going to skip that because I think I promoted myself enough. Okay, let's move on to blog topics for February. I think we have 2. I might have to go check that because I might be wrong. But it might be 3 now that I think about it, because I think we have a special, it's 3 because we have a special blog. Okay, so we have a special blog this month. We're going to do 3 this month. 2 regular Saturday mornings, except this Saturday, this Saturday, it might come out on Sunday because, y'all, it's been a week. So it might come out on Sunday, but every other Saturday is the cadence. And then we have a special blog somewhere in between that. So the first blog of the month is Deprogramming. So this one is a lot of what I've been talking about on social media, which is essentially that we really have to strip away all the artifices of the air that we breathe, of the water, of the rain that falls on our foreheads. Like, we have to wake up. And for me, I'll talk a little bit about what that looked like for me specifically. And I talked a little bit about it today, which is like not just going with what you've been told, but really like when it feels off, it's probably because it's off. So you got to ask that question, like, okay, I'm not just going to go with the flow because this is what everybody's doing and this is what has always been done, but like asking those hard questions to say, like, why do I think the way that I do? And doing that deep work. So, deprogramming. Oh, I kind of don't want to give away. I don't want to give it away. I'm not gonna give away the special vlog. You're gonna have to watch it and see. You're just gonna have to read it and see. You're gonna have to wait and find out. I'm not gonna give that one away. And then I've been wondering whether or not I need to. I'm gonna switch this out. I'm gonna switch it out. Deprogramming. I'm gonna do a special vlog, and then I'm gonna do. Ooh, this is hard. I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm gonna do Decentering Whiteness. It's Black History Month. This was supposed to be number 6, and now it's moving up to number 5. So those are the blog topics for February. Thank you so much for engaging. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all the things. Share this with your friends. This is really just supposed to bring joy and light, and be a way to stay connected. So it's not anything too deep. Thank you for watching, and you have been watching the Royal Coils vlog. Make sure to send me an email. Yeah, I love emails. I'm tracking the subscribers. WordPress is doing that, and any of my upcoming blogs will be automatically sent out to the subscribers. I really just want to know, like, are there topics that you want to talk about? This is an easy way for you to, if you're inspired or something strikes you wrong and you're just like, want to get a little bit deeper, sure, get in the comment section, but you can also just like, I'm here, contact me by email. Okay, that's all.